Hey everybody, I'm going to be doing our mindset day today with the topic of knowing when to take a break. So, a lot of people, when they're new to fitness or nutrition, they really don't know how often they should be taking days off or what's an okay amount of exercise to do in a week, how often they should be tracking. Here's the thing, this is very different for every person. But if I were to give a standard recommendation to a client as a nutritionist and personal trainer, this is what I'd say. You can work on your diet every single day. Like your nutrition is important every single day. But I think it's okay to have a cheat meal once in a while. I think it's okay to not track everything you're eating every single day. So if you mentally cannot handle the stress of doing so much all at once or all the time, plan on having days off. And that's totally okay. But you have to realize that if you take off a whole day of nutrition and you just start pigging out or, you know, going out to eat and getting big meals and eating things that are way off plan, that it's going to affect your results negatively. So, I had a client once that told me that he had um, a whole pizza as his cheat meal. And that's way, way, way over his calorie budget for a meal. So we talked about cutting back and getting a healthy amount of pizza in for his cheat meal. And it actually made a significant difference. He ended up losing weight and feeling much more energetic afterwards. And that's great. There's just some little things that people need to change sometimes to make it work. So when it comes to workouts, if we're working out every day, never taking a day off, our bodies cannot recover from that. That's really hard on us. Now, if you're just doing light walking or stretching every day, possibly you could do that daily. For more intense workouts like strength training, lifting, plyometric jumping, athletic training, running, things like that, you absolutely need to schedule in days off. I know it's very easy to get obsessed about not missing a day, but it's also so important that we get our days off. I always make sure that I have at least 1 or 2 days a week off of exercise. I don't ever go more than 6 or 7 days in a row of exercise. It doesn't mean that I'm lazy on the days off. It doesn't mean that I'm just lounging around watching shows all day. Of course, I love doing that, but I make sure that I'm doing healthy movement throughout the day, whether it's just getting on the floor to do some stretches or getting up, doing some chores, walking outside, getting yard work done, very gentle things, not heavy weed pulling or anything, but just something gentle to get me moving, keep that blood flowing. I'd say that's very important. You also have to know to listen to your own body. So if your body's telling you that you are completely worn out or that your body is incredibly sore and you just don't feel like you can do anything that day, listen to your body. If you're getting sick, like if you're starting to have a respiratory illness or if you feel like you're coming down with the flu, don't work out. Those are the best days to rest because your body is asking you and begging you to rest. So I definitely think that it's important to take the days off when your body is telling you that it's not feeling good. Um, on the other hand, soreness, muscle soreness from workouts is totally normal, and it doesn't always mean that you need to take a break. I've had people come to me that they work out only twice a week and then they do nothing on their own because they are afraid to work out 2 days in a row. Or I have a lot of people that will schedule training with me, personal training, and they'll make sure that their sessions are spaced out, 3 or 4 days apart if they're doing twice a week, because they're afraid to work out 2 days in a row. Here's the thing, if you're working different muscle groups each day, it's totally fine to work out 2 days in a row. I work out 5 days in a row sometimes, but there are days where I know, if I just did 3 or 4 days in a row, and then that next day I'm super, super sore and exhausted, I know this is a day I have to take off. But normally I schedule it so that I'm working out Monday through Friday. And if for some reason in the middle of the week I decide, you know what, this has to be my day off, then I just push that extra one to Saturday. And that's good for me. But I've been working out for years, so this is more doable for someone that's more experienced, I think. If you're newer to exercise, 2 days a week might be all you can handle right now. If you've been doing this for a while consistently, I would just say if you don't have the time to do the extra workouts, you're not making the time for it, that maybe it's time to start doing more movement on the other days, whether it's walking or stretching or just getting up from your desk and walking around the office if you work at the office. So there's just so many different ways that you can add movement into your day, and I really encourage that.